Yeah, okay, yeah. So, this just hit me too, I just the Holy Spirit, right? The dominion I have as a man that has sense, that know, right? Some of you, if you get married, right, which is a beautiful thing. I can tell you, I love it. I do. It has ups and downs, but I love it to death. Now, you get married. What would you do when you go online? Oh, well, baby, hold on. I gotta check this guy to see, what he's doing, so I can talk about this and that. Right? Because remember, see, some of you so caught up in other people's lives. Remember that I guess some of you think that some of you think that people are your spiritual husbands, and some of you think some women are your spiritual wives. Probably mostly it's the woman, but yeah, because think about it, what would you do? Oh, baby, this is what I gotta do, right? And then think about it, then that marriage will get ruined because you want to check out somebody else so much. See, so that's just the point. So really think about it. See, get off of social media and get in real life. And when you see getting married is getting married. And like I said, I love it. So, and it's not about social media. Sometimes you could just post something because you want to, because it's gonna, because you already know, you're like, these people don't have to react, but you already know that they're gonna react, so you just do it. You say, let me just do this just for them to react, because, if they was living a real life, people won't have to react, right? So just think about it. If your life is not real now, some of you out there, right? You caught up on social media. You spend time with your husband. What you want to tell him? Oh, hold on, I gotta check social media. What you gonna do? Wait, you and your husband make love, then when he go to sleep, you gonna check social media to check out another guy, just so you can give some fake prophecy, right? Because remember, just think about it. If you're doing this and that, and you're not married, and you fiending for a husband, imagine what you would do. Because see, just because you get married don't mean you're gonna change. You are who you are. So, so the more you bring out who you are, that's not good. That's not good at all. Because remember, see, some of you are so caught up in a fantasy now. You're not involved. You don't know these guys that you're checking, and you're saying this, you're saying you don't even know them like that. You don't know them at all. Right, if they would want to meet up with you because you're so much into their life, you would decline on meeting them. So I'm gonna say it to you now. Why get involved in someone's life if they would decline? You would decline on meeting them. If you don't have no interest in somebody, this shouldn't be none. So don't show interest, and the Holy Spirit is not the reason for it. Like some people try to do. Like I said, right? So remember, start using common sense. That's the point. Some of you have more feelings than what you're saying. That's just the point, and that's how it is sometimes. But that's right. It has nothing to do with Christ, had nothing to do with the Holy Spirit, had nothing to do with that. I'm just saying, right? Because if it's the Holy Spirit will tell you, prepare for what I have for you. And to prepare for what you got, you gotta get rid of what you're doing. Just think about it. Right. And being crowded up in somebody's life other than your loved ones is something that you shouldn't be doing, unless you're neglecting your loved ones, like I always say. See, that's the point. That's the point. And that's just reality. It's common sense, right? And like I said, and it's of the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit lets you know. I don't need you guiding and watching them. How can I guide, watch you, and give you so-called what you want? The reason why the Holy Spirit is not giving you what you want is because that's not what the Holy Spirit wants for you. So you secretly try to sabotage, and you secretly do this and say that, so you can mess things up for others. It don't work like that. Once God has sealed them, you can't stop that, and that's just the point. So you will never know your timing, because your timing can never be nobody else's, and don't never try to group up yourself with anybody. Love who you are and let your timing come. That's all you have to do, and that's real. And you really can't press no more past that point. Other than that, you're just gonna look, like it is what it is. Right? Take a break. Fast for what you want, a little more maybe. That's how it is, and that's really how life is. Right? You have to wait. And you have to wait. That's just the point, And others don't have to wait for what you wait for, because they, if they following God, they know to go to God. That's the point. It's not a broadcast thing. No. Let me tell you something. Let me be real. Broadcasting and talking about something, you know, if it's God you're talking about, that's a beautiful thing. But broadcasting and talking about, just like anybody in life, when they talk, you're just talking yourself out of what's really going on, because now it's became a soap opera and a fantasy to you. So when you say timing and you say this and you say that and you say this and you say that and you watch this one and you watch that one, the reason why you're doing this is because you yourself, you really don't believe it. That's the point. Because you talk yourself so much into it now that you have taken God out the equation. Or you have taken God out the equation. God's not in the equation of it. So now some of y'all, you're nothing but witches, warlocks, and wizards. That's all you really are. Trying to ruin things, just like what a narcissist does. But that's just the point. But how do I know? Because I know those try, but like I said, it never works when you have Christ, the Passover. So my brothers and sisters, with Christ, the Passover, and those of us that just are, we're living what God has given us. We're living of the things that we go for, and we're feeling good, and we're living good, and we take the ups, the downs, the strengths, the weaknesses, and live. Be blessed. And we're not gonna pray for any witches or warlocks or wizards, because see, they have enough understanding and knowledge and wisdom to pray for themselves. Do they not? They use Christ's name, they use God's name, they use this name, they butt in when they see a comment you make, they butt in when they see. So come on, let's be realistic. If you got common sense says, pray for yourself. Right, that's it. Because you remember, you have you know a whole lot. Some of y'all know a little too much, right? Y'all know too much. Y'all, like they say, y'all definitely not the lost sheep of Israel. Y'all know a little too much, right? That's the point. Do you really?